takeaways, where we see what 5 things we can take away from the game. And number 1 is our new number 1.
Maybe? Question mark. I think a lot of people are declaring him our new number 1. I think a lot of people are seen enough after 90 minutes. I think after 45, people say, I'm sold. Seen enough. Give him the keys, a lot of people are saying. Give him the gloves, a lot of people are saying. But look, yesterday, he made his debut after 2 training sessions. And look, we've waxed lyrical about him enough. I'm sure everyone's heard about what a performance he made. But look, on the end of the day, 6 saves, 4 saves from inside the box. He made completed 6 of his 19 long passes, but I think his passing accuracy 71%. I think it doesn't tell the full story of how comfortable he did look in general with the ball at his feet. Made 1 last man tackle, made 1 out of 1 ground duel as well. Didn't actually have to make too many high claims, but he completed 1 out of 1 run out, and obviously there was one moment where he was backpedaling with the ball coming towards him, and Jota hot on his heels, and he just lifted it over his head and claimed the high ball, and just did it so confidently. The way he was clipping passes left and right to Gray and Spence, and long passes to Son as well, and the way he just became part of like a back three in possession and allowed us to play out, and it just made us so much harder to press when Liverpool were trying to win the ball high up the pitch as well. I just thought already within a game you can see a different element to the game he was giving us, and couldn't have been happier or more proud of of a debut for Kinsky. First of all, 2 questions. Can you remember a better debut than that in recent years?
For a goalkeeper, or just in debut in general?
I guess both, for a goalkeeper or in general. And does he have the number 1? Is he number 1 now after 1 game?
Yeah, I mean, look, to talk about number 1, I think we just need to calm down a little bit. Yes, it's an unbelievable performance, 100%, and I was blown away by what I saw on the pitch yesterday. I think the whole stadium was just in awe watching this guy, because we've just never seen that from a goalkeeper before, literally able just to ping it anywhere he wants on a pitch with high quality. But you got to remember what Vicario's done for us. You got to remember Vicario last season, Vicario this season, part of the leadership team now as well. He's such an influential member of the squad, Vicario, and he's saved us so many times. I think he's such an elite shot stopper, Vicario. However, I do think Kinsky, what he offers us on the ball, just adds a completely different element to what we're trying to do here. And I think he suits the goalkeeping role a lot more. But he is 21, and 21 is really young for a goalkeeper. And I think to show the level that he showed yesterday is just astonishing. It really is. But we have to see how this progresses, because it is just 1 game. So he's not number 1. But Vicario has got another couple of months still to come back. So Kinsky is going to have a lot of football. So if Kinsky plays like that pretty much every game until Vicario comes back, then the question mark really comes, because Vicario is going to have to fight to get back into the team if Kinsky keeps up this levels until then.
Yeah, and added to the fact that what he brings, which I don't think Vicario brings to the same level, and we've seen Vicario for long enough to know that in that 1 game, I don't think Vicario's ever had as good on the ball performance as that Kinsky performance, and that's been 1 game. So, look, if Kinsky does the goalkeeping parts right, which he did yesterday, then it's going to be very difficult for Vicario to get back in this team. We could have a whole Ramsdale Raya situation on our hands.
Yeah, well, there was only 1 clear winner in that one. But I think you're looking at the leadership ability that Vicario has, right? Marshalling that back line. He's always shouting, he's always talking, he's always screaming. I mean, I did see that from Kinsky yesterday as well.
Yeah, he wasn't shy about it, wasn't he? And I guess maybe it helps that his centre-backs are also similar age to him, so maybe doesn't feel intimidated to do that. But he definitely wasn't shy about barking orders, was he?
Yeah, exactly.
But to do that, again, 2 sessions in. Yeah. And he's claiming that he's learning it slowly. It's like, bloody hell, is this how this is slow? I'd like to see how quickly you can learn things.
He's got a master's degree in the Premier League already. He hasn't even had a Premier League minute. Next up, number 2 is Jedley King.
Yeah,
Jed, the redemption.
I heard this yesterday. I don't know if it was Sean who said this one, but I thought I had to use it. Jedley King. I love that. What a performance from Jed yesterday on the left, up against Mo Salah. Really didn't give him any spare change yesterday. I thought Salah really struggled up against him and struggled to kind of win any sort of individual battle. I think the numbers bear out as well. 7 out of 10 ground duels won, 1 out of 2 aerial duels, 2 out of 4 dribbles completed as well. Passing actually 84%, but only one of his 3 long passes made. 2 tackles, 1 interception, but 6 clearances as well. And that's a really valuable statistic because you know how many crosses Liverpool swing in. And you know that they, especially when Trent comes on, they really put you under pressure on that element of the game. They do put you under pressure with the balls they're swinging in with quality. And those 6 clearances were very, very valuable on the day from Jed. And that's something as well, which I think Udogie maybe isn't as good on when he's on the pitch as I've seen Jed in. I think Udogie doesn't get in the box and get those clearances as much as I see Jed do, and that's something that really impresses me from him.
You know what, Udogie, he since joining Spurs, he's had these injury problems, right, for pretty much his whole time at Spurs. I think we've all been pleased with what he's brought, but I think what Jed is showing at the moment is something different, and to have them two battling out for that left-hand side spot, and Jed isn't even like a natural left back, and I think he's showing such quality, and I think the form that he's in at the moment has been better than what Udogie has shown all season. That's just the reality right now. So Udogie is going to have a big...
I'll say defensively. Defensively, I agree.
But defensive for sure. Defensively, but even offensively, I don't think Udogie's really provided for us that much this year. I think he's had a poor season, Udogie, but definitely by when you compare it to last season. So I think Udogie's going to have a big task on his hands to try and remove Jed from this team at the moment, unless we might even buy a left back in this transfer market, and we'll see what happens.
Dorgu's just agreed to go to Napoli. So
has he?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's off the table. Bit of breaking news on a 5 takeaways.
But look, I think you've got to give Jed Spence so much credit, and we were all saying it, weren't we, all season? Give him a chance, give him a chance, give him a chance. We saw what he did in pre-season. He was one of our best players in pre-season. He was omitted from the Europa League squad. I mean, everything's been going against him this season in terms of the decisions that Ange Postecoglou has been making. And in the past, we've all spoken about Jed Spence's attitude problems. Neil Warnock has spoken about it in his previous club. Conte and stuff, people have spoken about his attitude problems. And it would be very easy for someone with attitude problems, with all these things going against him this year, just to completely check out. But that clearly signals a change in the mentality of Jed Spence. And it's clear for everyone to see. All these knockdowns that he's taken this season, it hasn't fazed him. He's come in and he's grabbed his chance with both hands. So I think that's what we've all wanted to see. You're looking at the way he's just burst onto the scene for us this season. It's been sensational. It really has. So I can't commend him enough.
Yeah. Fantastic from Jed. So fair play, keep it up, Jed. And look, he's still gonna have an extended run in the team. We know that with Udogie injured, unless we sign someone. So let's just hope he can keep up this level of performance.
Number 3 is Bergvall steps up.
Yeah, and what a performance from Lucas Bergvall on a day where Bentancur goes down after 5 minutes, and Bergvall obviously gets a second consecutive start in what was an absolutely massive game. Lucas Bergvall really had to step up on this occasion. I know he's been in decent form when he's been playing cameos and started against Newcastle as well. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but this must be his first time he's had consecutive starts, right? Must be. I can't think he's ever done that before. So to do that on a semi-final at 18, up against probably the best midfield 3 at the moment, in Gravenberch, McAllister, Jones, they're not even resting players as well. They're pretty much playing their first choice midfield. And to play as he did was absolutely astonishing, and he stepped up big time. Really Roy of the Rovers stuff, I think you got to say, from Lucas Bergvall. And I think the stats again, 5 out of 10 ground duels won. He completed 3 tackles, 2 clearances. He made 1 foul, but was also picked up a foul as well. 3 key passes, 85 passing accuracy, and also 2 shots on target, 2 big chances created as well. It was really a game of he was really a jack of all trades in this one. Literally brilliant defensively and offensively as well. And the big
jack of all trades and master of all.
Dribbles attempted as well. We completed 1 of his 2. The big chances created stat is a bit skewed because it came in the same incident. He created 2 chances in that same incident with Alisson, but still it was his hounding and his tenacity that got those chances created as well. And yes, was he a bit lucky with the red card? For sure. but he shouldn't have been booked for the first yellow anyway. So I think karma probably balanced out on that aspect. And the way he took his goal was absolutely astonishing, like a seasoned Premier League midfielder. The way he took that goal in the 86th minute when we really needed him. And I thought he just never ran out of energy. He looked like he was in the 90th minute, just kept going, kept playing his game, kept running. And he seems to have the lung capacity of Solanke and Decky as well. So we seem to have another one with the stamina on our hands.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's working in our favour as well that he hasn't been overplayed this season, because, you know, we've needed someone with energy in the middle of the park, and he's clearly got that in abundance at the moment, and that's, because he hasn't been overplayed.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 4 is Big Game Dom.
Yeah, and look, Dominic Solanke got an assist on this occasion, and obviously it wasn't the goal that maybe he wants or he was looking for, but on this occasion got a really nice assist in the latter stage of the game, and that was that first of all takes his overall tally this season to 18 goal contributions in all competitions, which is a pretty good tally considering people have been complaining about his output. But it's interesting, in games against the Big Six, or I had it up, I've just lost it, let me just get it up again. But in games against the Big Six this season, he has actually a really interesting, in 8 games against last season's Big Six, 5 goals and 3 assists in all competitions this season. So this guy really is becoming a bit of a big game player for us. You've got to remember, he scored. I know he lost those games, but he scored against Liverpool and Chelsea in the league. He got a double in the Carabao quarter-final against Man United. He scored at Old Trafford as well. Got an assist in this one. Got an assist, maybe even 2 assists at the Etihad when we won 4-0. One assist. So when he's had big games, he's really stepped up for us this season. And look, Emirates coming around the corner. Let's hope for another big game goal contribution.
We're actually looking at all his goal contributions, right?
2 against Villa as well, not exactly a small team.
I'm just looking at it, yeah. So there has been a couple in kind of like the less games, like Carabags and Brentford and whatever, but the majority of them have all come against with the so-called bigger sides. Like literally the majority of all his goal contributions,
Incredible.
Which is mad. You know, assist against Liverpool, right, yesterday. Goal against, I'm going to just read the same thing out as you, but a goal against Newcastle, goal and assist against Liverpool, 2 against Man United, assist against Rangers, a goal against Chelsea, assist against Man City, goal against Galatasaray, 2 against Aston Villa, assist at Brighton, a goal against Manchester United, a goal and assist against Karabag, 1 against Brentford. So that is literally all big games, apart from 1 or 2.
Incredible. And I think he's establishing himself as a real big game player, Dom Solanke. And
yeah.
I think it'll be a matter of time before he starts scoring against the bottom half teams as well. I think we've seen he's capable of doing that as well. So, look, I think we've got a real brilliant striker on our hands. And, look, I can't get enough of him at the moment. I think he's having a brilliant season. He's putting in brilliant performances. Look, I don't know if Thomas Tuchel was watching as well, but does Harry Kane have to feel worried at the moment?
Yeah, let's calm down on the Harry Kane chat just for now. But let's move on to number 5, and that is halfway there.
Yeah, look, we know it was a brilliant win yesterday, and it was fantastic to get over the line. It was fantastic to beat Liverpool 1-0, and under the circumstances as well, it was probably better than most fans could have hoped for with the win. But it is only half time. We are only halfway there. We've got a second leg at Liverpool at Anfield to contend with. Anfield at the best of times is an extremely difficult place to go to, and even if we had a 2-goal lead, a lot of fans probably still wouldn't be confident. So look, can't go overboard about the likelihood of going through. It's still an uphill task, and it still probably leaves us as not favourite, but half time advantage Tottenham.
Well, in the words of Bon Jovi, eh? Halfway there, living on a prayer.
Exactly.
And that's what we're literally doing at this current moment in time, because 1-0 against Liverpool, I think we missed an opportunity yesterday to really make it 2 or 3, in my opinion. That's how good I thought we were. So if you go there with a 2 or 3 goal buffer, then you're really confident to get into the final. But with only 1-0 going to Anfield, it's still an uphill task, in my opinion. So we still got it all to do in the second leg. But it is advantage Tottenham at this current moment in time, even if it is just a slight advantage. So an advantage is an advantage. So we go to Anfield 1-0 up in a month's time, and we'll see what happens. I am a bit annoyed that game is in a month's time. I know we're going to have more players back, but these games shouldn't be like a month apart. They should be like 2 weeks apart.
Probably, but
it might work in our favour.
I think it does work in our favour, because I think hopefully not only should the players be back, but let's pray as well, we should be in a bit of better form come then, and maybe build a bit of momentum. Let's hope. Look, we know with this club, with this season, we've had good results, and we haven't built on it time and time again. So can't assume anything. But let's hope let's put it this way, let's hope we're not in as bad form going into the second leg as we were going into this game.
All right, well, there you have it. That is the 5 things we learned from the 1-0 win against Liverpool in the first leg Carabao Cup semi-final. We've got a super chat here from Dark Sun G.
Yeah, it's not come through, has it? No, we can read it. It's just not come through on...
Looks like they've stopped coming through the comments. But anyway, Dark Sun G saying, Dom is worth all the money. Also, I love how we gave Liverpool lost in their first leg away game of the season to us. Second leg, Maddison, Sarr, Van der Ven, Kuti and Richarlison will return. Plus new... we can't actually play new signings, but...
Apparently we can't.
Yeah,
I'll look
so
into that again.
Players.
Didn't mention that. Liverpool's first loss away from home all season. Not easy to do.
We gave Man City their first loss of the season, Liverpool their first away loss of the season, Villa their first away loss of the season.
City's first home loss in how long? Like 50 games or something?
Like 2 years, yeah. So, yeah. Dark Sun, but then we also give Ipswich their first win of the season, Palace their first win of the season.
That's just the life of a Spurs fan.
This is Tottenham Hotspur, yeah. Dark Sun G also with a super chat says, also, as long as we draw, we go to Wembley.
Absolutely, and that's very important. I think going to that second leg that we can get that result, because having to go there to win is a very different psychological task. I think knowing it draws good enough, all of a sudden I think the possibilities are there for us a lot stronger.
Absolutely. And let's finish off the stream on everyone's favourite segment, and that is React. So we're going to go and look how the